Welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts playthrough.
As I was saying,
yes,
I'm sorry, I apologize. That was terrible. Planning on my, but
we're keeping it consistent at least.
I feel like there's a bad, less so in Final Mix. I feel they improved in Final Mix, but not a good very job balancing like hard to get for that object based on actually the worth of the object. But they're still hidden in ingenious ways. So
yeah,
I like your style. Going back to all the things. Mm-hmm. Like again, I played this game about like 10 times probably, almost 100%, and I still don't even know about some of those.
What you do is you develop a routine, really. It's like you play the game just to get through it, you go for 100%, and you keep doing it the way you know how.
You're right, that's true. I only go, and I generally will only target the treasure chests that I know have the stuff I need in them.
Mm-hmm. Another reason why treasure, like, list in the journal would have been nice.
Yeah, just so you know. But, like I said, this game still has... And honestly, like, things just... Like, finding them is almost the reward.
That's true. And although that's probably why they don't have a list, because there are some, like, really dickish hidden ones.
That's true. They don't want to, like, lock off people who really wanted to. That was always a cool treasure packet, I always thought.
Yeah.
In the mouth.
This
didn't flow as well as
this was a weird little feature in Halloween Town.
Yeah, I was so pumped when I found this.
Really? Why?
Well, when you do it, I'll explain. So if you talk to him, he'll ask
to go for a walk,
and then if you say sure, he'll just join your. It'll take you to the party changing menu.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yep, there's no other point in the game, and it's an interesting sort of thing. But why I was pumped is I don't really want to spoil it, but let's just say some secret boss requires you to talk to not really a party member, but you could say it's a party member to some degree, and then it leads you to the secret boss. So when I originally saw like a talking option, I totally thought that meant
like another secret boss.
Yeah, Halloween Town secret boss.
Oh.
And I was like, are you gonna take me to some graveyard of mystery? But nah, it just was a weird little, I don't know what you'd call it, an Easter egg, I guess.
Yeah. Well, then again, it would have been a Heartless. And the only other Halloween Town Heartless I can think of is the one from fucking Days.
Oh, no.
Screw that guy.
Oh, yeah, worst spot. Days are...
We're taking the easy way out. We're watching the movie.
Oh, yeah, but we can say, though, when the boss fights do come, we're like...
We'll definitely talk about it. And, like... I think that's what we're gonna do for when we get to the Days movie that was included in this game. Is just kind of go back to as much as we can remember about the game. Yeah,
I'll try to recollect because it's been so long. But Halloween Town was handled pretty fast.
Yeah, like I said, back in the mountain area, there were a bunch of Heartless I had to take out before getting the Trinity, and it was just kind of annoying. Yeah, here we go. This was the other.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is used to...
Stop touching his butt!
I know, it always threw me off. I never liked that.
This is Disney. That's why they censor it with flashing lights.
That's true. That's why it's there. Not for the power of friendship, just for the sake of...
Power of benefits.
Yeah, power of benefits. You know what Donald and Goofy do in their spare time?
Let's not go there. Let's not go any deeper like Sora is.
Oh, I get it. I was all like, are you...
Double meaning!
I was like, what are you implying they do during these loading screens?
Yes, we went back up to the bottomless hall, yes.
To the bottom. Oh, that's funny.
Can you tell this is another filler part?
Oh, but there's what your Yellow Trinity did.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Red Trinity, Yellow Trinities. I feel like they can accomplish the same thing, for the most part.
A little bit, yeah. Like it's one strong shove.
Yeah.
Is the Red Trinity, and this one's like kind of.
But there is that time you push a block down with the Red Trinity, so. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Double. I kind of like how there are specific, like this is a treasure secret.
Yeah.
And they have more than one.
Mm-hmm. It just feels more rewarding.
Yeah. Neat little
Especially, yeah, especially since I got a Haste 2 gummy, which is nice.
Which? Oh, yeah. Haste are like the... I was trying to figure out what it does, but I remember. They're like the turbo boost.
Yeah, I'll be showing off another gummy, like I said, by the time we're ready to take on the last world.
Ooh. Is it a fancy one?
Kinda.
One of the fanciest?
It's the fanciest we're gonna get in this playthrough.
What, no crown gummy?
Crown gummy. Yeah, I was gonna ask you that in the last part, I think. After finishing all the gummy missions, don't you get a crown gummy?
Yeah, that's what you get for... I don't know what... Now thinking about it, I think I was so excited because it was like I was done with the hard trophies. I don't think I've actually looked what the crown gummy was.
It's just another accessory.
Well, that's still a cool accessory, I guess.
It's a cool accessory, but... Okay, we're at a day and age where we can share stuff with friends via internet. We can't do that with this game.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's the point? It's like, hey mom, look what I did.
Why did you invite your friends over?
I get. Yeah, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, hello friends. Let me turn on my single-player game. There's a reason for it.
Whoa, dude! How'd you do that? Internet. I love that show.
Oh, that was the terrible Arsa King. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
See, this is a good opportunity. I'm playing the game, so you can criticize how I play.
Terrible. Should've rolled.
Would not watch again.
I remember when I was first introduced to that. I had it done to me. I had to put a stupid post online that someone's like would not read again. And I was like, oh, that's a joke. Huh.
Care to elaborate on that?
It was something I posted and they said something. I was like...
Oh, just kind of like putting you down?
Yeah. That happens most of the time I go on the internet.
That happens when anybody goes on the internet.
That's true. Yeah, I kind of...
Oh, watch this. This is great. Da 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 da! Oh! Da, da, da.
That was awesome.
That was so good. I'm so glad I caught that. It was great. I was dying. I was dying when I saw that.
Just knocked him down.
And the game wouldn't let the Heartless like fall down the pit, which I thought was interesting.
Oh yeah, that is interesting. I feel like if they did, he would like come back up. They can do that.
Oh yeah, with his crazy spiral move. Don't they have that move in the new Smash game with a sword fighter?
Oh yeah.
Charge it up and they do that move.
Same, plus it can save them from the abyss, much like, well, the freaking bandits can as well.
Well, if you're pro, unlike me.
Shut up. You can defeat me sometimes. That automatically makes you a pro at anything.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just
if that is your logic.
We're neither pro players. Wave dashing, what the hell's that? I don't know.
Why do they have that cutscene every time?
Atmosphere.
I guess.
I don't know.
It's just to kind of remind you they're not walking to the cave.
Yeah, like honestly, I would forget if that wasn't there, to be honest. So I'm happy that's there.
Fair enough.
This is always... I've always noticed, this seems like the most area for predominantly to find your fat bodies and soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough.
But here's the thing, though. Why are the regular fat, large bodies and soldiers here?
Yeah, not... I don't know. I think they realized that when they upped like the Heartless and all the areas, they realized, wait a minute, there's no more soldiers. Let's find the most... Like, I don't know. I would say this is like the less... But this is a very specific world. And they have a lot of good specific Heartless for it.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird place to put it, but...
I believe we're heading to one... Well, this is another instance of glide and high jump being really useful to get the rest of Agrabah's awesome treasures, which aren't just in the cave. Oh, no. There are a bunch of secret stashes and whatnot hidden throughout the city. Hidden on top of the city, really.
Oh, yeah, can you... Hold on. Looks like the camera pans up. I've never, like, looked... I guess Agrabah is kind of like that. A castle?
Oh, like that weird kind of...
Well, like the way it's designed, yeah. It's like kind of like... It's like a solitude, sort of. It's a solitude.
It's a solitude. I would say it's nothing like the movie.
Or it's like an actual...
Much like the rest of the game.
No.
I can see what you're saying, though. It does seem kind of castle-like. This is just a giant sand castle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Like, that's gotta be what it is. It's just really condensed to, like, almost kind of a brick-like substance.
Well, I think that's what they do. How they build the pyramid.
That's why I said that.
Well, no, but I mean, I think that's... What would you call a brick of sand? Would you call it sand? Would you call it a brick?
I don't know. I would imagine sand, or like sand going into clay. Something like that. These are the things I don't look up.
Oh, yeah, so... Oh, there you go.
Yes, the little trick to this, just for some extra money and tech points, if you push the pots like I'm doing here, you can break them. If you find a pot that you can't move, don't hit that one. You'll see what I mean in a minute. See, like, that one didn't move, so that's our enemy.
Yep.
And you get a free mithril stone.
Which is, like, if you're someone, I will say, who's like me, who doesn't... Like, I prefer not to find things out on the internet. But that tip you just learned, utilize it. Because this fight isn't hard, but there's nothing to guarantee you're going to get the item.
Pretty much.
But what the algorithm did right there, that will confirm you the item and do it. Because you have to get, like 8 or something, 10 mithril stones.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just pointless grinding.
Yeah.
So, good thing to learn there. And this fight actually in itself, I kind of like.
It's a really interesting fight.
Yeah, like the gimmick is that you have to like push him back to damage him, and it's interesting. It's actually like telling you to
counter his attack. He gets stunned, falls up on his back, and I like the concept of yet another pot-based enemy with as a scorpion. It utilizes poison and whatnot. It's just kind of a neat idea.
Yeah, very cool. Again, that's a different.
And would you care to explain the importance of mithril stones real quick?
Yes, mithril stones are one of the stone materials. You get one with every of the new Heartless. And I think I talked about this in a different video, but they're not like a rankage. It's just their own kind of thing.
Like the Ghost and Monstro drop the frost stones and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's not like the continuation of the frost. It's just a frost stone.
Yeah.
But they're useful because they're just all used for synthesis. But they really want you to know they're used for synthesis. I believe you need like one of at least every stone to make the ultimate weapon.
Well, the biggest issue is this guy and mithril stones because I could be mixing this up, but it's mithril stones helped you to synthesize dark matter, which is all necessary for another material item that you need to make the ultimate weapon, which I believe are mithrils. Or you need, like, mithrils and mithril stone. Something like that. No, wait a minute. You need... I'm gonna try and get this without looking it up. You need mithril stones and other materials along with dark matter to make mithrils. Or you need mithrils to make dark matter, which goes into the ultimate weapon. So dark matter or mithrils goes into the final ultimate weapon recipe.
Ah, yes. What he speak is the truth.
But, like, you need... I swear to God, even for, like, getting all the treasure chests that has mithril and stuff like that, I needed, like, 45 mithril stones before I could finish the weapon. What was up with the rug back there?
He's dancing to tell you...
Good job!
Well,
you beat the scorpion!
He wants you to go somewhere specific.
Alright, well, we're going elsewhere.
Specific.
So he can dance by himself. I always felt sorry for the rug in the movie.
Why? What happened to him? I just saw Aladdin like a year ago. I don't even remember it.
He just takes him everywhere. Freaking...
Oh, what's his job?
What you call it? Chaperone or
What's
whatever.
his job? He's happy to do it. It's like in Toy Story when being played with is like the most greatest thing of all time.
Ah! And now we're back in Deep Jungle.
Does that happen every time?
I wish. That would have been great. No, just crash the whole ship into the treehouse. That would have been amazing.
It's so weird going back to early worlds because they're just doing the same thing.
They are. She's literally been standing there forever.
And they've met the gorillas. They've been like bros. There's no reason to study them anymore.
That's true. Well, maybe she still is.
And do they study the Heartless gorillas? So many unanswered questions.
Yeah, what's keeping the Heartless from going in and swiping her again?
The save point.
The save point.
Save point, save everything.
Hoppage, come on.
Gene.
The footage is...
It's a...
There's really nothing I can do about it except do it again. No, I will not.
Does this even show up in the final thing?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's
so.
not the...
But, yeah, here's a point, though. From what I understand in, like... What you call it? I know cosmology is, like, makeup and stuff. But, like, the study of the universe and, like, how the solar system works, that's something else.
Astrology?
Thank you.
Cosmology, like Cosmo. That's awesome.
That's what I always associate it with, but cosmology, it's referring to cosmetics. That's the difference, but I always mix that up. Anyway, my point was, I remember specifically, I had this, like, electronic, like, ET tab or something, where you, like, hit buttons of the planet and ET would tell you, like, facts about it.
Ooh.
Or, like, the kid from ET. He would, like, ask ET questions. And they had this list of just this whole mess of information. I didn't really... it didn't really click to me as a kid. But time flows differently from planet to planet. Like, some planets' days are apparently longer than others. You know, according to, like, NASA or whoever's doing that kind of research.
Well,
it
has to do with what we consider time.
Yeah. Like, we have the 24 hours a day, 365 days a year kind of system.
Yeah, which we just made just based off how the Earth travels.
But the point of me bringing this up is, like, do you think time might flow differently in the worlds?
I do. I would imagine. I don't know, actually, because I would imagine it did, but then how does that work on people who are traveling among different worlds? Exactly,
that's the weird thing, and that's why I'm skeptical on, like, any sort of research for the cosmos. It's huge. It apparently takes years, even in a rocket ship, to get from one planet to another. That it doesn't seem worth it unless people are willing to give up, what, like 2/3 of their whole lives traveling?
Well, no, you say this, but I'm gonna say it now. No one seems to agree with me. This blew my mind when it processed into my brain. Okay, audience, think about this. If humanity is expected to not die out, you know, when the sun explodes and all that, which is billions and billions of years away, whatever, not even a concern for your great-great-great-great-grandchildren. But still, it'll happen at some point. So if we have to fathom surviving as humans, then at some point we're going to have to live on a spaceship for billions and billions of years traveling to another livable planet. That's just going to happen one day. In the history books, there's going to be a point in time where...
I would agree with that. I can see that happening. Here's my thing. Wouldn't we have to find a planet on a totally different, like, solar system?
Yeah, that's the point.
Like, we can't just assume the explosion isn't going to engulf just Earth.
No, that's the point. But that's the thing. Also, yeah, you're right. We're going to have to find a livable planet, which so far...
A livable planet, and also just hope that it'll be out of range.
Out of range, yeah. You're right. We're going to have to start traveling, like, years before we even expect it to happen. Food for thought. Oh, and as we saw in Atlantica, there's the other...
Yes, this is a much more successful run of the Pink Flamingo, I'm going to call him. That's not his actual name. But this is the ideal way to do it. I forgot to use arrow in this, but I didn't expect to get in the 100 hits. You have to have, like, the maximum amount of magic, so stop lasts longer to get in the 100 hits. But ideally what you want to do is have your magic gauge as high as it can get, start up arrow, or Aroga, and spam the crap out of Ragnarok as best you can. I don't think Donald and Goofy's hits matter. I don't think they apply.
They actually do the opposite of mattering.
Does it?
They dismatter.
What? So it decreases?
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure. I'm not. Okay, there. I know, like, why it's a reason, specifically a reason in Final Mix. Not in Final Mix. I mean, in the HD version. But I know one is because their hits do detract from it, and I'm not sure if that was always true. But the reason why it's specifically a reason this one because as you saw Valgudu, he used Ragnarok, which is the ideal way of dishing out the most hits in the fastest amount of time. But pressing triangle, which breaks the giant ball he made, also tells Donald and Goofy to attack.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was something I read when I was looking up how to get the 100 hits because it's really difficult to do.
Yeah.
But I looked it up, and there was a point this guy made where you kind of have to trick Donald and Goofy to just kind of fall down the pit or something.
Yeah.
Like have them be outside of the
that's what I've heard. You got to get them like stuck walking on nothing. Mm-hmm. I've never attempted it in either version, so I can't say like how hard it really is or how much it really matters. But yeah, I've heard the same. If you, don't listen to us. If you want to get 100 hits, I would look it up. Mm-hmm. People have pretty exact strategies to figure it out.
Yeah, but ideally, what I mentioned before, that's I would say it's all the mandatory stuff, especially having the maximum amount of magic in your gauge.
Yeah, honest, I would say that is number one most important, because
not like a full gauge, but just have the maximum, as much as you can get, like have Spellbinder or something equipped to up it by 2, I think.
Yeah, Spellbinder ups it by 2.
I don't even think Ultimate Weapon ups it by that much.
It does.
Does it?
But only 2.
Oh, okay.
You'll find out sometime why.
There's another Keyblade that ups it by 3, which is the best option, I think.
Yeah, and honestly, considering all that talk of like damaging caps being so low, you'd think that's probably the best one, honestly. Mm-hmm. But it's Kingdom Hearts. Once you get the ultimate weapon, it doesn't really matter what you use.
By the end of the day, and you're running out of commentary, it's just Kingdom Hearts.
Great game. Looks pretty.
I love this room. It's just really nice to look at.
Plus a neat little which I personally don't think was that bad of a platforming section.
Well, I would say I made it look a lot more bearable because I had glide and high jump.
But like it's frustrating, much like everything. But I don't know. I feel like it was designed a little bit well.
Yeah.
At least compared to virtually anything else.
Yeah. What was it? The stones to get to Marin.
Oh yeah.
Like that was just annoying though. That wasn't like designed poorly. I just thought it was annoying. And it's like, okay, to go back to that real quick, I always thought that was him doing it, like to test us. So why does he keep doing it?
I don't know, to keep testing us. Maybe he'll be all like Sora.
Because they don't just move on their own. They wait for us to be close, and then they start moving. It's just annoying.
Maybe it's to block out intruders.
Maybe. Intruders that can't swim or jump.
I know, like Sora. He couldn't swim and jump out of it. So, do you get anything good out of this?
Well, this was just kind of to show some of the exclusive spell challenges that the white mushrooms give out.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can only get the cure arts in this world. In Halloween Town, they spin around a bunch and you have to use arrow, and I think that's the only place you can do that. There is a stop arts, and I believe, I could be wrong about this, but I believe that the last world, I think mushrooms can show up there. It's either that or gravity arts in the last world.
Yeah, I actually don't. I'm gravity. I think may be in the treasure room. In
oh yeah, the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, but the stop art can also be ironically, or maybe not ironically, but you can, the ones that do stop art can actually be found in Atlantica. But you are right. You are right. What you're saying, like the one in Deep Jungle only had Cure, and then other worlds will only have, I think all of them have Fire, Lightning, and a Blizzard as like their defaults. Mm-hmm. But they're all bonus. But the ones in the last world can do anything.
Yeah.
So, but there is that's the downside though. They can do anything.
Yeah, and there is a point where if you don't get in the 3 spells, they will just disappear.
Yeah. So I would recommend figuring out what worlds specifically have what you need. Although, now thinking about it, I feel like there is one specifically tied only to the last world. I may be wrong, because you're right, I can't... Like, I'm guessing, I feel like it's the treasure room in Agrabah that gives you the floating ones. But I actually don't remember.
The problem with stop arts in this version of the game is the pink flamingo. Because you stop the mushrooms with stop, but it's for that challenge. It's not like they give you the stop arts.
No, yeah.
But it's virtually the same thing. They're just frozen. And for some reason, stop works as like a double negative and unfreezes them. I don't really get it. It's much like the thunder puzzle where they have a light bulb over their head. It's like, why does thunder fix that problem?
I don't know. What's their problem to begin with? But, oh, what the heck are those things? Oh, they're...
Well, these are shadows, Adam. These are the guys from the first world.
No, I was making it. I thought they were bigger. Because they look bigger to me. Another thing about it, Sora is really... Don't those look bigger than normal?
I think there's a slight allusion to it, but I think they're the same.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, because they're next to giant TV. No, I'm just stupid. Why would I think there'd be bigger shadows? I'm embarrassed.
Well, you're mocking it up, and there is a reason why I'm wasting my time with these guys, and as soon as the footage stops fucking up, I can show you. Holy crap!
And this is not... This is actually a pretty tough...
Yeah, if they hit you, they, like, vanish.
Yeah.
In a strange, like, little flash. And I don't think I kill any of them, but this was kind of a strategy I wanted to try out. And it does do a decent amount of, like, damage, but I think there's a point where it's, like, it's not quite fast enough. But I did get a few of them.
Nice. Did you...
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Though that's a really tough material to get. I think... I want to say Lucid Stone because...
It's Lucid Stone, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, but the requirements are pretty strict.
Yeah, you pretty much gotta wipe them out fast and without taking...
And the idea behind it is to kill them, and the first one gives you 10 tech points, next one gives you 20. And the reason behind that is because if one hits you, it disappears, and that's just one less that you're able to defeat.
Yeah, and I believe, like, much how, with, like, the higher hit you get on the pink flamingo, the, like, the higher the percentages, though, you'll get the item. And I believe it works under that logic as well. So pretty much, the more you kill, the higher chance you'll get of getting dropped the lucid shards.
Exactly.
Or stones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and I forgot if I brought this up previously in a playthrough, or in a video, but if you like are planning getting 100%, I would say farm shadows early on. Yeah. Because that whole thing about getting a specific material to make this material to get the ultimate weapon.
Oh yeah, lucid shards are another big one.
Yeah, because they make dark matter, and they're really just, even if you explore everything, I don't think there's enough dark matter you can make to get what you need. You're gonna have to make some.
Maybe that's what it was, like the lucid
shards.
But no,
but I think matter. It's all kind of, but it's confusing. Where like you have to make this material to make this material.
It makes more sense if we actually had the list in front of us. But it's really that complicated.
Yeah, like you're just, if you want to get 100%, you're gonna have to grind. Sadly, there's just no way around most of it.
I remember it being bad enough in the original version, where they had less special heartless, less items to synthesize.
Less items to...
Well, no, they had to make it that much more painful in this version. And they do. They have a lot more recipes, too.
Yeah, which is... I would say it is cool if it just wasn't done so terribly. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Kingdom Hearts. I have to install you so much. They're just two... I have two huge beefs with Final Mix.
It's like we want that ultimate weapon. But for one, you make it completely useless by the time we do get it. And it makes... It takes like 10 hours to grind materials and get it. It hardly seems worth it in the grand scheme of things.
Well, but, I forget that they're... I don't think you're a bad player. I'd say you're just a less familiar player who really might need that extra boost. But even then, I find it hard to believe that you could go through that many hours and then still not... I know, what were you saying?
Oh, well, I was just going to say, by the way, that painting we jumped into, that's actually from the movie.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it's, there's a scene with Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and they tell Alice about a story of the seal and the walrus and the carpenter, and the area they walk around in. That's basically what that painting is, kind of half day, half night kind of thing.
Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know. That's kind of cool, at least, because like you're saying, I don't.
Alice in Wonderland is one of the much older Disney films, I think.
Yeah. Apparently not very well received. Based on what I've read once. It wasn't like a loved Disney movie. But I don't know.
Well, that's... Again, that story with the freaking... the rest of the Dalmatians are in Hollow Bastion. That's what I'm showing off. And
so, do you like that cheat sheet for the Dalmatians?
Yeah, the little paw print list. I liked it.
Yeah, well, like, I mean the fact that it tells you which world you have to go to specifically.
Yes, very, very handy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I find it maybe a little too cheat sheety, but now that I think about it, without any like indication of how many treasure chests are in a specific world,
exactly,
it is pretty much necessary because you won't know which world to go to. And I hate games that I do hate games that do that tell you need to find these things, but they could be anywhere.
So to summarize, Kingdom Hearts, kind in some aspects, downright cruel in others.
Yeah, very.
Another thing,
what?
As long as we're in Traverse Town, in Geppetto's house, if you go in and re-enter, I think, like, and talk to Pinocchio, and you have to do this, I think, 20 times or something, he'll give you a chocobo recipe.
Yeah, and it's, utterly pointless, but, well, for those who want 100%,
exactly,
you better enter the house a million times.
Oh, I should say chocobo blueprint for the gummies.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you got like just a little bird. He became a friend or a son.
Or like it's an accessory to go in metal chocobo, like
yeah.
associating sets. That'd be pretty cool.
Hey, idea for Kingdom Hearts 3. Are you listening?
Are you listening,
Japan?
Square Enix? Of all the people in the world, are you our secret audience?
That'd be funny.
That would be amazing.
No.
Yes, we don't have them all just yet, but I kind of felt like I had to visit to let them know that I hadn't forgotten.
Yeah. I like how they actually give you the actual boxes.
Here's a question. Where's Sora keeping all the puppies?
I think they automatically teleport there. I'm going to imagine.
I would imagine so, but like I got this another torn page there. But I got an image of like him keeping him in his giant, jumpsuit. That's why it's so baggy everywhere. They just
because all the
out.
dogs are just in his pockets.
Like he was baggy enough. Someone please make fan art of that. I need to see this.
Do it. One audience. I mean, stop making those jokes because they might not be relevant at some point.
Probably not. And
well,
here we go.
They might.
The footage is still pretty crap, but I don't care. This is Dumbo, and I'm gonna show him off.
I never liked the Dumbo. See, the Soras shrink?
No, Dumbo's just big. He's an elephant, dude. He's a baby elephant, but baby elephants are still pretty big. And this is basically what it is. You fly around and you splash them.
Yeah, I never use this summon idol.
Yeah.
Sadly, this can't be used to fly either.
Yeah, Dumbo just kind of does what he wants.
Yeah, but yeah, and it's not like you can't like cheat it to get items early. Mm-hmm. Sadly.
I mean, maybe you could in some instances, but for one, you have to be in battle to summon him at all.
Yeah, and then it seems to kind of work where he'll only like float slightly, like above the ground.
But now with all 5 torn pages, we're gonna head back to Merlin and fix up that strange book Sid had us deliver in our second visit. So next time, we're gonna read.
Oh.